Incredible finish.
Oh, the little lob wedge chippy drop goal to win the match. That is good. Rugby.
And get the win for Bristol.
There are too many games. Look at all these things. Please accept a lot of breadth and very little depth in this week's rugby update. Mi scusi. So let's start with the start of this year's Champions Cup in Galway. Galway? Connacht hosted Bordeaux and basically handed them the freedom of the city in a rough 5-41 point loss. I thought they were good, but my Urk bros were not repping very well. The next match saw another Urk bro, the Warriors, unable to beat Premiership stalwarts Northampton at home in Glasgow. The Warriors just ran it from side to side all night and forgot that the try line is that way. Also, they never kicked their penalties. At least the Urk pain was halted in the first game on Saturday. Instead, reigning Challenge Cup champs Toulcon lost late at home to the child-filled Exeter Chiefs. Henry Slade is a good centre, Mr. Borthwick. Just pick him. Speaking of good centres, Ollie Lawrence's star continued to shine bright in Bath the rugby team's convincing 37-14 point win over Ulster in Bath the rugby town. More Urk disappointment. In maybe the biggest financial mismatch of the weekend, the Cardiff players probably drove their own cars to Toulouse, only to get hammered by 52 points to 7 by hosts who literally have enough money to buy the entirety of Welsh rugby. I think we'll let this one for the Urk just slide. Oh, finally, Munster, a good Urk team with Champions Cup pedigree, hosting Champions Cup rookies Bayonnais. What do you mean they drew 17 points all? When all else fails, just leave it to the Saffers. The Bulls welcomed a powerful Saracens side to Loftus, and pride was restored with an entertaining 27-16 win for the Pretoria boys. When will they learn that Billy V just does not like the water in South Africa? If you leave him at home, that's probably already a 5-point swing in your game. At least another English Prem team managed to pick up the pieces and flex their muscle as Bristol stole a great win from Lyon with a lovely little last-minute drop chip from Callum Sheedy. Seems, as they say. Then yet another Premiership team hosting and another win for the League of 10. 28 points to 5 being a good start to the campaign for George and the boys against a pretty good Stade Francais. The big game of the weekend saw winners for the last 2 years. La Rochelle hosts silver medalists for the last 2 years, Leinster. And finally, an Urk side not paid in rands won a game. I guess the powers of a hero wane when there is no evil to oppose. Another pretty big game on the weekend saw the Diet Stormers go to Leicester to take on the Tigers. The Stormers made a good go of it, but you're always going to struggle against a team with both the biggest boot and the biggest head in rugby on the books. The last game of the big boy comp saw Racing 92 host the Harlequins. The Quins did a Quins and went ahead, then far behind, and then came back again and won. 4 tries apiece, and the only difference being a Smith drop goal. The boy can kick. So that was a pretty good start to this year's Champions Cup. The Urk teams were all pupukaka, the top 14 teams were okay, and the Premiership teams were all pretty good, even when playing away. Round 2 takes place this coming weekend, and I can't wait to see La Rochelle go to the Stormers in possibly a packed DHL stadium. That is going to be good. The Challenge Cup is also a thing that exists, like damp or crippling debt. I guess we can go over what happened on the weekend. Clermont won, Gloucester won, the Cheetahs won, the Sharks won for once, Castres won, the Lions won, the Ospreys and the Dragons won, and Montpellier won. Congrats to all the wanners. The second round of that competition will haunt us this weekend, and we will get an honest-to-goodness throwback to the Super 14 days of old. The Cheetahs will be hosting the Sharks, and both teams will be fielding actual full-blown Springboks in their teams. How novel! Oh, jeez, I got this new fat laptop now, so let's see if the news it secretes is actually good. Jesus! Not depressing, but kind of funny if you're not an Aussie, is that Eddie Jones might actually for reals be taking over as the Japan head coach in the coming weeks. It has only been reported as a maybe so far, so it might not be true. But it was also only reported as a maybe that he was talking to the JRFU on Zoom calls while still in a 5-year contract with the Aussies. Look how that turned out. Good luck to him if it does turn out to be true, and hopefully it's more successful than his Aussie gig. This is definitely good news. Saru this week released the Springbok home test schedule for 2024, and it hit like that first beer after the first meet hits the braai. July sees world number 2 Ireland coming to South Africa for a 2-test series, and the newly recrowned world champs will be taking them on first up at Loftus. We simply have to beat our Oak Bros there, so I'm predicting 4 or maybe even 6 Boeings flying over. I am already priming my F5 key for the ticketing website. We're also getting 2 tests against the old frenemy New Zealand, including the 1 test to rule all tests. The Springboks versus the All Blacks at Ellis Park in a replay of the World Cup final. I am saying this now, on camera, so that you know how serious I am. I will fight anyone for tickets to this game. I will fight a human baby. I will kick a cute pig. I will punch a blood bank nurse square in their overworked, underpaid face if it means I get tickets to this game. Do not get in my way. And that is not even the game I want to go to the most. Portugal, Os Lobos, the darlings of the last World Cup, are coming to South Africa for a no bullshit, full-on, real McCoy test match. The location of this game has not been confirmed yet, but already all the Portuguese communities across the country are buzzing, hoping it'll be near their homes. I will be doing my utmost to go to that game because I want to see the God Emperor of Rugby, Nicolas Martins, in the flesh, and then I will be a true believer. And you better believe that I am ending this week's rugby update right there. I will see you all, I don't know when. My December holiday starts this Thursday and I am off for like a month. My upload schedule might be a little erratic, so I'll see you when I see you and I'll get back on that grind next year. Bye. Thank you for coming along this whole year. I really appreciate it. Bye.